Hey guys, David, BAC 5. Guess what? Crew called. Hey, on duty, myself, Daylight Dave, and they asked me to go off assignment. Engineer here, be working the CCT. They got trackage rights now on the ST&E out to Bellota, so we're going to make a little trip out to Bellota, out to the new ethanol plant out there. So we're going to head out there. On the rear, my conductor, we got Mr. Sandy Antonio, Sand for short. We got Babe Gerber, little baby, he's pretty new. These guys work for the ST&E. And then, of course, we got Mr. Belt on the head end there. Cotton's his first name. So we're going to grab these cars. Just made a cut there on the caboose here, and we got a total 7 cars we're going to run over to Bellota. We're here at the Floristry Yard, the highly scenic yard, and we'll go into some scenery here in just a couple minutes. To clean the track out here, it's been months since I've run a train, and somebody made a suggestion, hey, why don't I do this? So I appreciate it because it gets me motivated to work on or play around with different areas on my layout. So we'll get this thing together here, and we'll head east. Bellota's east of Linden. Recently reinstalled track out there. For all you guys that know something about the old ST&E and CCT. And on a more personal note, I live, most people know I live kind of in the Sacramento area, but I'm only a couple miles away from the actual CCT tracks that are somewhat intact. They're kind of busted up, but not used anymore. There's our head end here. Get by this switch. Make a hook here. Oops. Been a while since I've run this engine too. I'm not doing a very good job. Okay guys, we're gonna shove this sucker back here, put the air to it, we'll shove on back here. I switched throttles. I'm using my my larger Pro cab because I think I'm going to get a little better response from it versus that small little square NC jobby. Make a hook, old history on this caboose. I did this a long time ago before they came out with the nicer CCT cabooses, and I never did buy one. I just kind of stick with this thing. You guys are on the move here. Yeah, it's an old Santa Fe caboose, if I remember correctly. I painted up. It's my dumping ground here, but this is supposedly where the CCT crosses the ST&E. So we're actually on the Stockton Terminal Eastern trackage right here in Stockton. Headed east. So we've got 2 tank cars, empty ethanol tank cars. We got 5 grain cars on the head end for the ethanol plant. Bellota Ethanol was the name of it. Passing by the tomato can packers where a lot of your, you got spaghetti sauces, specialty sauces, pizza sauces are at. Crossing over one of the roads. I forgot the name of this street here. Oh, I got one heck of a bright headlight on this, and that's actually on dim too. I'll show you a little map here in a second of what my industries are in this area. It's a rail car repair. It was probably a packing place. Probably has had a number of different businesses inside that building right there. And too busy holding the camera to blow for the crossing. Sorry about that. A little map of this area, anyways. Show you the other direction. Looking east. And off to the right there, that's the ST&E. That's their little engine house there. A little roll shot there. And yeah, I know my backdrop's gonna need some help. Okay, made the trek. We crossed the bridge. I'm still working on my bridge for going over Highway 99, but Just coming into downtown Linden. We got Linden Lumber off the left there, and that needs a little more scenery as well. Yard limit. Restricted speed. Yard limit signs are only on the main line. Just across there in Linden. Got my lazy horn working. Got a Lodi company truck here loading almonds from this area. Got the ST&E, they're out here switching to, they're going to hold in on that little spur there going into, what is that? It's my building supply business there. He's owned by him. ST&E, that's 560 right there. Tank car, that's for fertilizer right here. And Linden for all the crops that they got going on out here. Try to get this thing to focus a little bit here and run this guy by here. Not too bad of a shot. If I hold the camera steady. Another shot here. Got a caboose. They use a caboose only to come out here at Linden for that. ST&E's using that caboose there. Borrowed WP caboose. So we're going to cross over famous Duck Creek just before we hit Bellota in that ethanol plant. I'll show you the old train this time. I was a little skimpy on that. Let's see if I hold this a little better. There we go. My crazy little wood bridge I built, and kind of help. I dumped some rock there, some gravel. I think that looks kind of nice right up against the bridge there. That's my only ethanol car I've got in the layout. And I kind of improvise, use the second car as an ethanol car too. And again, those are empties. We got our little caboose there. Mr. Sandy Antonio. So the tracks out here in Bellota, they were rebuilt just a few years ago for this new ethanol plant. They put in a packing plant out here too, got all state packers. But CCT, they acquired the trackage rights. They got the agreement to switch this place here. And it's Ethanol Corporation, my ethanol plant. Out in the country here, out in Bellota. I'll show you my girl sitting here watching the train. So Ethanol, they ended up, they idled their plant here, the ethanol plant here during the pandemic because there was a decrease in ethanol, demand for gasoline. So but we're back in operation again. It's the first train out here. Got this thing, crank this puppy up again. It's the next, well, of course it's a Baldwin here, but ex-Georgia Pacific engine. It was owned by the Amador Central, which was the Georgia Pacific Corporation. I think at some point the Sierra Pacific took it over and they may have purchased that engine. But the Ethanol company here, ethanol plant, they bought that just for their local switching. So that's why it's sitting out here now. Little shot, that's my packing shed here. Different crops, variety crops that are growing out in this area. What we're going to do here is we're actually just going to shove these cars in. And of course the switch crew, the ethanol company, they'll come out and use their engine to spot everything up. So just going to run back light with the caboose. Yeah, baby Gerber, he got off his high chair and made the cut. We're going to shove these tanks there in the back. Clear the switch. So far things aren't running too bad here. I'm surprised, but again, I cleaned the track. Guys are out here planting a little late in the season. Yeah, a little shot of the ethanol plant there. Just gonna shove these back here and they can spot them later. Somebody from the plant's watching us here. Got trouble. I thought we'd go back to Linden ST&E guys. They're putting their train back together again. So a little side note on that engine right there. The very first decoder I put in had just a non-sound decoder. The thing almost caught fire, and that's why if you notice there was a little black mark there, and I'm like, oh God, I thought I ruined, of course I ruined the decoder. I thought, oh man, I thought my engine was going to catch fire too. I've only done that a couple times, thankfully. Grabbed our hack. These guys are going to get out of town. They're going to run ahead of us, so we're both going the same direction. They got their authority to be out there past the yard limit board there. Sorry, no sound on this guy. Actually, I want to say I've got 5 of these WP ST&E units. And of course, that ST&E has an old WP engine. Okay, let's go back to Bellota. Talk to the guys here at the plant. We're just going to leave these grain cars, these 5 grain cars on the main. Of course, into track is less than half a mile away here, east of here. So we'll just shove these back, clear the switch. Not sure what I did with the camera, but anyways, grab our caboose. We're gonna head west here. We'll see how this track closest to me works. I've had problems with it before. Let's see if this thing stalls out. Never got around to putting a headlight on this end here. So far, so good. Oh, there it goes. It's a power routing switch. This is a short little track. I think it only holds, I want to say, maybe 6 50-foot cars here. Run around. Go back to the little farmhouse here. I always love painted horses. That's paint horse right there. Paint's chipping off of them. Go out the truss a little bit just to clear that switch up back here. Gotta get baby Gerber out of that caboose there. Put him to work. My head brake man, he's just hanging out. He doesn't really feel like working. And Mr. Cotton Belt. Okay, we're gonna head west, head back to Stockton, and put this power away. Call it a day. It's extra. It's a weekend. So what are we doing weekends? Run some trains. That's what I'm gonna do next after I'm done filming this. I'm going for a motorcycle ride. Been riding since I was 18, so I'm gonna go enjoy the weather. Oh, here's a little map I almost forgot to show you. This is Linden and then Bellota off to the right there. How it's kind of set up. The right being east. Got that ST&E crew working. They're in Stockton here, so they're about 10 miles ahead of us. By the way, I'm not sure how many times I said ST&E when I was running that CCT engine. Who knows how many times? Probably enough. Just thinking they're a ST&E crew, CCT engine. I'll have to watch this video. Well, we just called the ST&E guys, and they're going to be nice enough. They're going to just kind of put some of their cars in the clear. I got to grab this car anyway, so they're going to line the main for us so we can just head on back home. A little wigwag that was made by Century. I bought that years ago, and I finally got around to repainting it. I'm not an expert on that, but it looks a lot better now it's painted up. These guys are just about at their CCT. They crossed the ST&E, so there's a diamond there, so they're gonna hook onto their track and just shove them back, go to their house. And I appreciate you guys watching. That's about it. I'm gonna head out and up on that little motorcycle. You guys take care. Appreciate everybody. And, you know, this was kind of given to me by a suggestion. You guys ever have suggestions on what to do? It kind of gets me motivated to do something else besides my crazy signals, which you guys know I have a passion for. So you guys take care, David. BAC V signing out.